Alright, what up you guys? It's T Lizzo. We're in my bedroom on Christmas break. This is my bedroom. That's my cat. That's my cat. Mooney! Mooney! She doesn't care. She does not care. And right now what I'm doing in this little notebook, you see the cover of it, is I am making a TBR. And I have not had these in a while, or ever, actually. So I have quite a few books, it wasn't even on me, that I have to read. I'm, like, sitting on the steps of my bed right now. You've been in this room multiple times, so, like, y'all know this room. But I'm making one, currently. I'm writing down the books. Excuse me, because I have some in... Oh, you can't even... I don't even know if I can get it in frame here. Those were close. Some in, oh, Jesus Christ. Some in that purple bag. It's even in frame right now. This purple bag right here, I don't know if y'all can see it, but this purple bag that I'm moving has books in it that have to be read. This bag down here, that says Tal. I don't know if you can see that. It says Tal, I promise. Tal, right there. This has books in it that have to be read. So I'm doing that right now. I thought I would film. This is gonna be kind of like just a one of me writing down a TBR, and I'm gonna put it down because I also have in here, or over here actually. Hi, it's my elbow, my crusty elbow. In this journal right here, I make lists of to-do things, and I have one currently. Hold on. I'm not actually going to show you everything. I'll show you an old one. Hold on. There we go. This is an old one. I make, like, lists of to-do things. I have a planner back at school that I'm going to use more for second semester. And I don't kind of want to show what I've been, like, doing for this to-do list. But I've knocked off, like, nothing. Very sad. So, and I have... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books that I brought with me home that have to be read. I have 2 in a... Actually, let's do a little haul. I went out yesterday with La Family, with the familial unit, and I went to this bookstore here called An Unlikely Story. This is an impromptu haul, guys. So if you've ever been to An Unlikely Story or have one in your area, they are awesome. You should go to them. They are amazing. And one of them, actually, one thing I got for Christmas here, or 2 things. One is a little case that is somewhere. That wasn't even on my face. That is sad. Is this. It's a Macbeth graphic novel. Ignore the bookmark. But this is also something that has to be read. But basically, it's actual... Here, let's take a little sneak peek into the world of Macbeth. Y'all could see me. That was sad. But inside here... Go to this page. I don't know if you can see, but it's like the actual Macbeth play. Like, the fair is foul, and foul is fair. It's not even in frame. That's sad. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. I'm trying to find it in frame for you guys. I can't find it. Like, when it's pointing to you. That's my hand. That's sad. Hi, hand. It's still my hand. But... like that, there it is. Fair is foul and foul is fair, hover through the filthy air. So this is like the actual Macbeth. Okay, now I can do it. That's sad, but that's like actual Macbeth. So if you've read the play Macbeth, measured in graphic novel form. So this is one of the ones that has to be put on the TBR. It's actually, let me write that down for y'all. We got my trusty pen here in my hand. Hello. The hand that is my lefty, because I'm a righty when I write, so I'm gonna watch me do this. We had number 3. We put Beth graphic novel. Yay! Awesome. Where's my pen cover? It's a weird habit of mine is I actually will, like, shut my pens or, like, do the little clicking mechanism if they're, like, closed because I don't like them open. because that will waste ink, guys. We don't want to waste our ink. So this is one that has to be read. That was the outside of it. But to kind of link up with that, because we went yesterday, my familial units and I got Beowulf by Anonymous. This is the guy who actually wrote it, or the gentleman who wrote it. And Gareth Hines is, I think, the illustrator. It's autographed, which I didn't know until I opened it and started investigating. He autographed it, guys. Ah. So this is the actual story of Beowulf, with Grendel. It's Beowulf. Grendel, or Beowulf's mom, is here. And I read part of Beowulf when I was in school, but I didn't actually read the full of it. So, and then I read Grendel, which is by John Gardner, I believe, which is the story from Grendel's point of view, which was pretty cool, or his mother, I think, someone. So, I have to read that, which is going to be very cool. So this will also be added to the TBR. Actually, add that right now, because y'all are in front of me, and if I put this out on the YouTubes, then y'all can hold me accountable for this. I don't even know if you can see. Can we see? Yay! Awesome. It's gonna be backwards too. I would actually show you guys, or show me. That's my hand again. I would show you me as I'm writing this on my laptop. My laptop is dying, so that would be bad for my laptop. So. I don't know if other booktubers do this, show you guys what's actually on their TBR. I mean, I do know they do that, but I don't know if it's my hand. Jesus, what the hand? I'll just film like this. Hi guys. You're seeing actually me right now. I'm a little star crazy, but actually show you guys a list of TBR books in a notebook and such. This will be added to. I don't plan on ripping out any of these pages. That's why I'm doing, if you can see, little check boxes. I don't know if you can even see those, but they're little check boxes. So I'm doing check boxes and not ripping pages out, so that I can conserve pages, and also actually have something satisfying to check off when I read. So that will be good. And then another thing that I got in there is a bookmark. No. Although this was actually a thing that the a desk clerk, or the checkout lady person, gave me. I did get oh, Queen of Air and Darkness, guys. This is a massive thing. I was trying to keep the suspense, but I couldn't because it's so big. Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare, The Dark Artifices. I love this cover, guys. I don't even know if you can see it. And then one thing I noticed, actually, because I saw this in an Amazon bookstore, and I found this awesome. I've never met Cassandra Clare, but she signed it. That's so cool. And then I'd keep that out the signature, but I want to show you guys this. If you haven't seen Queen of Air and Darkness, then don't look. But they put in here, I don't know, she's never done this in any of the others, and I just found this fun. See, hold on, look at that. It's illustrations. Oh my god. This has a bearing to the story somehow, but I love that. I love that. So this is Queen of Air and Darkness. This is probably the lady who was risen at the end of Lord of Shadows, which was awesome. So I bought this bad boy. It's a giant thing too. It's huge. So how big? How many pages are you? I looked this up. I know I looked this up. Excuse me. It's 880 pages. What? This thing right here, this thing is bigger, I think, than Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Cause I think that book was 850 pages or something. Correct me down in comments if I'm wrong. I think this was bigger, or is bigger than Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which is the 5th book in the Harry Potter series, if y'all didn't know that. If you didn't know that, oops. Sorry, spoilers. I don't even know if the spoilers, but whoops. So this is also added to the TBR, which I'm gonna put on right now for y'all faces. To the notebook. To the handy dandy notebook and my hand. And now my cat is staring at me. She's like, what are you doing, human? human who I adopt. Apparently cats adopt humans. Which is what my parents are. Because I don't kick her out of bed, which is a little weird. But I don't feed her either, which is also a little weird. Not to say that I don't love her, because I do love her. I just don't get up at 5 a.m. to feed her. I did do that once when my mom and dad were out of town. Got up at 5 in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I got up at 5 in the morning when their alarms went off and went and fed the animals. Oh, I hate my life. But my cat's staring at me, so I'm gonna show her to you. Oh, where are you? There's her tail. Hi, baby. Can you see her? Can you see her cuteness? Hi. Hello. Okay, so that's the TBR. There's a lot of stuff going to be added to this list. It's probably going to be this full page. Let's be honest. I still have books at school, and in my bookshelf, which is, let me show y'all. This right here. There's books down in there where I'm pointing that I haven't read in the J.R. Ward section, and then I'm reading reading A Dance of Dragons, which is the 5th George R.R. Martin book. It's that white one. I don't know if you can see it because the purple is blocking it, but the 5th one, I'm not even pointing to it, probably. There we go. That 5th one right there. Yeah, I am still trying to work on it. It's really slow. I may not look like I'm pointing to it, but I am, trust me. I have to work on that. But there's a bookmark in there. I promise that will also go on the TBR. I may even end up DNFing it, because I don't even remember what the story was. It's very sad, but I may just end up picking it up, whatever. But yeah, so thought I would film that. It's been a while. So filmed it. I don't know when this is going up. This will probably end up going up when I go back to school, let's be honest with you. And then I can do, you know what? I'm filming this on my phone. I can do a more extensive way of how I'm doing this. I just started this, which is kind of one of my personal goals, is to make a TBR list. 'Cause I usually don't remember, and I have a pretty good memory, but I don't remember what books I read or I am reading at a current point. So it sounds very sad, but it is what it is. Unless it has a bookmark in it, then I know that I am reading it, or I know that in my cranium I need to read it. So it's a good here. And then there's a lot of books from Page Habit, which I still have to do a review on, and I will do that, I promise. Should make a thing of video ideas, but whatever. I'm getting ahead of myself, but my arm's getting tired. I still have to do the review on Page Habit, because I have a lot of their books. They shut down their service, which is weird. If you used to be on Page Habit, they shut down their service, which I don't get, but there's nothing I can really do about it. I'll just shut that. Just whack. Shut it. And get back to it. So I don't know when this is going up. I literally have no idea. It'll probably be when I get back to school, or when my laptop isn't dying horribly. Dying a gruesome death of no power. So once I get it charged and I get this footage that I'm recording onto my laptop and edited, then I'll do that. But yeah. So in the meantime, stay awesome, and I will see you guys in the next. Stay awesome. That was a pen cap in between there. That was a pen cap. Stay awesome, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Alright, what up you guys, it's Lizzo. We're in my bedroom again. I'm just gonna film all my videos in my bedroom today. So, I think in my video that will actually be attached to this one, probably before it, I mentioned that I had an order from Book Outlet that has to be put into my TBR. I just got it, I literally pretty much just walked in my house. So I have this on. I think it was Target from my dad. So I'm just going to stash the jacket, and let's dive into this. If you don't know what Book Outlet is,
y'all missing out. I'll leave a link to them in the description box below so that you can look at them and look into them. But we have 7 books here? 7? I think. We're going to count these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 7 books on the invoice. And it's like really good quality books. Like here, I'm going to use an example from one of the ones that I'm donating on my bed. This was not from the haul, like at all. But, so this is a book called Arson. Oh yeah, this was donated. Okay. This I'm not going to donate anyway. But this one is called Arson by Esteban Vega. And this is like bargain copy, which is pretty much like a new book. Scratch and Dent would be, say... I'm trying to like clean my room out because it's a mess. This would be like this. This is Dead as a Doornail by Charlene Harris, part of basically like True Blood. Like, see how it has like tape all over the spine and it's all ripped and whatever. So this would be Scratch and Dent. The bargain book would be like the fairly new looking books. So these are all bargain copy. And we always get the paper. So just make a mess of my room, guys. Whoa. Paper. Okay. So let's just dive in here. Okay. The first book I see is You Were Mine by Abby Glide, which is the Rosemary Beach novel. I think it's a series. Leaves like a standalone copy thing, but basically it's the tagline for this book on the back. It says gossip is the ultimate currency in Rosemary Beach, but Bethy and Tripp have managed to keep one big secret to themselves. Okay. So it's like a summer fling between two lovers gone very horribly wrong, probably. But I bought it mainly because I read. What did I read from Abby Glide? I think I read like 2 novels by her, so I really liked this one and I wanted to try it, so we did. I was gonna see how this goes. I did read it until Friday night, which I got in a book outlet order, so this was like Christmas presents to myself, pretty much. So the next book, which is huge, is called The White Princess by Philippa Gregory. This was actually made, I think, into like a Starz short series, miniseries. Why do I think short series is miniseries, but it's not? So this is, if you know historical fiction at all, this is the story of, what is her name? Elizabeth of York. So this is basically the story of Henry VII and Elizabeth of York from The Wars of the Roses. And just look at this cover. And the tagline for this book is, caught between loyalties, the mother of the Tudors must choose between the red rose and the white. So again, it's like the uniting of the 2 roses. Oh, that's cool. Like that. I love Philippa Gregory books. I like historical fiction. It's just a white naked book. But I really like her style of writing. Like, I have The Kingmaker's Daughter, I have The Red Queen, I have the other Tudor girl, The King's Curse, and I have like all these books that I love. I think I have The Other Bowling Girl too, which I may have read. I honestly don't remember what I've read by her, but I've read a lot of her books. And like, see, look at that. It's an actual map of England from 1485 during the Wars of the Roses. This is awesome. And then, like, you have the Lancaster side and the York side, and then you got the little Tudor side down there. It's really cool. I love this. And then it's like in first person, which is cool. I'm not actually going to show you, but like it's like Sheriff Hutton Castle and all that stuff. So this will be a fun read for going back to school. And then we have. So this next one is a Charlene Harris book. It's the same one as the same Charlene as this one. My cat's like looking at me like, what the hell are you doing, human? Well, and she wants to play. Hold on. Hey! Do you want to play? This is called Shakespeare's Landlord, which is a Lily Bard mystery. So it's a little mystery. It's pretty short. It's not that long, and it's a series. And So I'm just gonna read the back of it because I don't know anything about this apart from it's just Shakespeare. So, welcome to Shakespeare, Arkansas. Lily Bard came to the small town of Shakespeare to escape her dark and violent past. Other than the day-to-day workings of her cleaning and errand-running service, she pays little attention to the town around her. So when she spots a dead body being dumped in the town green, she's inclined to stay well away. But she was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and despite her best efforts, she's dragged into the murder case. Lily doesn't care who did it, but when the police and local community start pointing fingers in her direction, she realizes that proving her innocence will depend on finding the real killer in Quiet Secret of Shakespeare. Shakespeare's Landlord is the first book in Charlene Harris's Lily Bard mystery series. Okay, woman named Lily. Wrong place, wrong time. This is gonna be pretty good, actually. I have a feeling about that. And then I just like this cover. Like, do we notice that? My cat's trying to get down, so I may have to move, and then you may have to just pardon me while my cat tries to run down because she's like, I want to go down. So 3 out of 7. There's 4 more in here, 2 of which are in a trilogy. I have to get out of the way for my cat. Hold on. Hold the phone a moment. I'm just going to situate myself so that my cat can free herself, and then I have to free her from my room. So hold the phone a moment. I'm just going to look really funny while I move around. This is like my real life, guys. I don't... Honestly, I don't edit my videos, so why even bother trying? Come on, sweetie. Hold on. Can I have that? Mooney, can I have that? Oh, okay. Have this book. I want it. There you go. Okay. It's like a stack of books that's being donated. I may do actually like one of those unhaul videos. I may do that just for the stack of books that I have. So we'll be good. Okay. I'm gonna take you with me. So you can see my cat. No, not really, actually. You're not gonna see my cat. Unless I just like position my camera. Move the paper out of the way. Come on, honey. Come on. Do you want to go in or out? Bye-bye. There's my cat. I'm going to leave this door partially open so that she can get back in because she'll want to. Knowing her, she'll want to get back in. We position ourselves. You good? You good. The Gucci, as they say. Okay. So 3 out of 7. Awesome. Okay. The next 2 are actually in a trilogy. So the Captive Prince by C.S. Picot, and then Prince's Gambit, which is the second one. So I love these covers with their pink, and I think this is supposed to be like a purple or like a blue, and then like look at them next to each other. Just beautiful, beautiful. I've seen a few people haul this series, so I think it's like a master slave relationship, which I don't condone at all, but if you want to do that, power to you, but be safe about it. So I'll read the back of the first one for you, not the second one, because I've never read the series before, so I just start with this guy. So, Damon is a warrior hero to his people, and the rightful heir to the throne of Achielos, I think. When his half-brother seizes power, Damon is captured, stripped of his identity, and sent to serve the prince of an enemy nation as a pleasure slave. Beautiful, manipulative, and deadly. Great. His new master, Prince Laurent something, epitomizes the worst of the court at Ver. But in the lethal political web of the Varetian court, nothing is as it seems. And when Damon finds himself caught up in a play for the throne, he must work together with Laurent to survive and save his country. For Damon, there's just one rule: never ever reveal his true identity. Because the one man Damon needs is the one man who has more reason to hate him than anyone else. Well, that's gonna be awkward pillow talk. Wouldn't it be? It does say, like, if you look at the tagline, it says down here, mature audiences. That's a bit of a glare, but it says, like, mature audiences. So, like, C.S. Picot, I think it's a man. Is it a man or a woman? Who are you? I literally know nothing of this. It's a woman. Okay. It's a woman. She's a lady. So, like, she knows, well aware that these guys are delving into some really tough topics. But I'm intrigued by this. I'm intrigued just by, like, see, look at that. That's a a lot just for one, and it's not that big. Like, compare this one to, okay, this is bigger, but like, so they're not that like big. So this is bigger than this, but this, like this is the first one. Do we see how big this is? This is the second one. Like, do we see the difference here? Vast size difference, like vast kind of size difference. Like, wow, these two I'm really intrigued by. So 4-5, good, and then let's get into a kind of cutesy contemporary almost with Mr. John Green. Turtles all the way down, everyone. That's signs. Wow. Hold on. Ooh, it's a signed one. Look at that. It's a J scribble and whatever. I'm a silent nerd fighter, honestly. I'm a silent nerd fighter. So I don't know anything about this book. I know basically what John Green says in his YouTube videos. Okay, that's really cool. I'm gonna show you guys the cover art, but I don't know. So that's the cover art. It's a little, I don't even know what it is. Like they say the Tuatara, that's apparently a character, but that's a little cover art, which is awesome. And then it's just a black naked book. But basically, apparently, it's a novel about a 16-year-old girl named Aza who apparently is trying to solve a mystery and involves her friends. And then this billionaire who's missing, son Davis, and like I think it goes into like the mind of someone with OCD, which is like the little I wasn't doing it with my fingers earlier, but the spiral thing that's on the cover. I really like this cover art. I'm gonna try to do it with the sticky, but I really like this cover art. And then I read The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I read Looking for Alaska. And I read Paper Towns. I have them somewhere in my stuff, but I'm trying to excavate. I'm trying to excavate. So this is one of the ones that I want to read, like really badly. So this is going to be added to the TBR, or it already has actually. Should do a video of that. Okay, and this one is. So I hauled the first book. You can kind of see that. I hauled the first book in this. I think it's a trilogy. I read the first book and I loved it because I love historical fiction. And then I just love fantasy anyway. So this is The Gates of Hell by Michael Livingston. Hot man on the cover with no head. So I'm gonna read this tagline. Basically, if you don't know what the Shards of Heaven is, it's if you're thinking the beginning of like the end of the Roman Republic and into the Roman Empire, this is kind of that beginning, if you will, or the aftermath of that. So like Augustus Caesar is emperor. There's no more Alexandria. Like Cleopatra's gone and just all those people. But they've added characters, so there's. I'll just read the little blurb synopsis. Alexandria has fallen, and with it the great kingdom of Egypt. Cleopatra is dead. Her children are paraded through the streets in chains, robbed of their mother's golden treasures, and within a year all but one of them will be dead. Only her younger daughter, Cleopatra Selene, survives to continue her quest for vengeance against Rome and its emperor, Augustus Caesar. To show his strength, Augustus Caesar will go to war against the Cantabrians in northern Spain, and it isn't long before he calls on Juba of Numidia, his adopted half-brother, and the man whom Selene has been made to marry, but whom she has grown to love. The young couple journey to the Cantabrian frontier, where they learn that Caesar wants Juba so he can use the trident of Poseidon to destroy his enemies. Perfidy and treachery abound. Juba's love of Selene will cost him dearly in the epic fight, and the choices made may change the very fabric of the known world. The Gates of Hell is a follow to Michael Livingston's amazing The Shards of Heaven, a historical fantasy that revealed the hidden magic behind the history we know and commenced the story of a war greater than any mere mortal battle. Whoa, if that's not a tagline right there, you know? So basically, this is the characters that you meet in Gates of Hell. Cleopatra Selene, who's who's one of the daughters of Cleopatra. If it's historically accurate, probably not. And Juba of Numidia, who again probably not historically accurate. If I'm wrong, you can go down to comments and you can yell at me and say that I'm wrong. They go to Cantabrian or the Cantabrian frontier. I think that is an actual battle. Again, Joel, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And they, in the first book, have found Poseidon's trident, like his actual stabbing fork. So they find the trident, and Juba can wield it. So Augustus, previously Octavian, makes him use it. Now he's Augustus, and Juba is forced to use it. So again, this is a follow-up. I loved the Shards of Heaven. I really liked it. I also like this back. Can we just talk about the fact that this looks like kind of a... And then this is just a naked black book, but just look at that back. Like that's the spine in the back. This is the whole dust jacket without like anything hindering it. This is like old, like that's a papyrus scroll right there. If you ignore the man on the front, this is a papyrus scroll pretty much with blood. So that's really cool, and I really like that. So all in all, pretty good haul. So these were, again, Christmas presents to myself. I am deadly intrigued by what the Captive Prince trilogy, because it's a trilogy, is. It's what everyone looks like. I'm trying to be careful and not drop anything. That's what everyone looks like. And then I'll post this video probably when it goes up, when I get back to school again with the TBR book. And then I'll also film an unhaul book once I have like a massive stock of them to unhaul. Because honestly, if I flip this around, here's the book outlet box. If I flip this around on my... See, all of these guys have to be like unhauled and dealt with. Here's my hair. I have a lot of hair. All of these guys have to be like donated and whatever, so I'm gonna figure out what to do with them. Yay! Back to your regularly scheduled programming. So that's what I have to do. I'm probably making an unhaul video once I have more books to unhaul, but yeah. So we're gonna kind of cut it off here. If you like this video, please hit the red subscribe button over here. Ding dong the notification bell so that my beautiful face can appear to your beautiful faces in the screen of YouTube. And if you also like this video, hit the thumbs up button so that I know. And you can leave a comment down below if you want a video idea, if you want an unhaul video, whatever. And if I can feasibly do it and make that video for you, I will make that video. So, this is T Lizzo signing off until whenever this goes up or whenever my next video is.